Bye, doggies. See you guys later. Bye, Valentino. Oh. All right, so it's Saturday. It's a beautiful day. Let's go flying. And I'll tell you about it in a second on the way there. So what are we going to take? The Porsche or the Ducati? We're going to take the Porsche. I took the Ducati yesterday. I felt like I was dying from the heat. I need some air conditioning. So we'll use the Porsche. All right, so I haven't put out a lot of content lately, and I do apologize for that. I've been really focusing hard on trying to get this private pilot license, and then see where that takes me and go from there. So that's where I've been. That's what I'm trying to do. So that's where we're going today. I will admit, being a career aircraft mechanic, A&P, it stands for Airframe Power Plant, I thought it would be easier. And it has been very, very humbling to eat my words. And I also thought it would be easier is because I love aviation. I love anything to do with an airplane. And so any chance I had to get into a simulator, I did. Every time I've gone through training, I smoothed with the right people, and I talked with the right people and got some actual real certified simulator time. And of course, what everyone else does, you know, you got your flight simulator and X-Plane and those things on your computer. So if you add up all that time that I've spent in real life full motion simulators, both for real training for my job and for just for fun, because I've asked the right people and been allowed, I have a lot of time. So I thought flying for real was going to be easier. It's not. It's not. It's I'm switching hands there. It's probably a little easier. Hold it this way. It's actually more challenging. Why is it more challenging? Let's go into that. So, modern jets, which is what I manage and take care of, modern jets have got all kinds of stability systems. They've got dampeners, they've got actuators, they've got all kinds of things to make the flying a lot smoother and easier. I'm flying a Cessna 172. I am the stability system. There's no little computer assisted helpers to keep the airplane flying nice and smooth when you hit a thermal and it wants to raise your airplane up, or when you run through some cold air and your airplane wants to drop 100 feet. There's no augmentation system on a Cessna for that. On $70 million business jets, all day long, they cut through the air like a hot knife through butter, and they're very relatively smooth. Combine that with the autopilot system on them, they're actually easier to fly and manage. The hard part to manage is everything is coming at you at 1,000,000 miles an hour when you're on one of those things. So you really gotta know what you're doing. All right, so a few times I thought about giving it up. It is very humbling. It makes you eat your words to realize that you're not as good as you think you are. That humbling experience is actually, it's a good thing. It puts you in your place as you need to be at times. But I've persevered, and right now I'm struggling with one little thing. One little thing is standing in the way between me and my check ride, and we're ironing that out. It's costing me money, a lot of money. It's costing me time and a good deal of frustration, but I'm not the type of person to quit on anything. I'm the type of person that when someone says you can't do something, I'm like, hold my beer. You want me to do something? Tell me I can't do it, and I guarantee you I'll do it. So that's where we're headed today. We're going to do some flying, and because I haven't recorded in a while, I brought the GoPro with me, so I'm going to slap the GoPro up there, and you guys get to watch some flying video, hopefully some good flying video. And it's a little hazy, but I think hopefully it'll be clear enough that we won't have too many issues. right, so just finished flying, and you can see about sweat on my face. It's hot. It's 96 degrees. Put her away. Now we get to drive this one. So we did some improvements. Not everything was perfect, but finally, the very last landing, it clicked in my head exactly what I was doing, because my last landing was on the spot, perfect, beautiful. Let me put on the mic so you can hear me better. All right, can you guys hear me better now? Close the windows. I had to let the heat get out. It's so freaking hot. So on my last landing, definite improvement. I know exactly what it is, what I've been doing. That's the most frustrating thing about flying. When you're making mistakes and you don't know what you're doing, it's hard to fix them. So now that I know what I'm doing, hit the open button again. Now that I know exactly what I'm doing and I fixed that mistake, I can be successful. But I have flown a lot lately, so we're gonna take the next 2 days off, because sometimes you need to take a break. Part of the reason I'm taking the next 2 days off is because I'm about to take my check ride. I'm about to take the test that if I pass, I will have my private pilot's license. So in order for me to do that, I need to take a break, relax, de-stress. I've had so much mental stress, pushing myself to get to this point, and it's obvious. And that's part of the reason my one of the things I have to do for the test, one of my landing maneuvers, is not perfect because I've been trying too hard. I'm doing so. This is not uncommon. This is pretty normal. Anybody has been through this process understands that you get to a point of saturation where it's hard to even do 2 plus 2. Your brain is just hurting. It's overworked. So overall, though, it was a good day. It was hot as hell. There was a point where you come over the trees on the final approach, and it lifted the airplane 200 feet just from the heat coming off those trees. So it made it a little tough to land a few of those landings. But we got in some good exercises. We did some good go-arounds. We had a couple of decent landings, and the last landing was perfect. Perfect approach, perfect lineup. Put it exactly on the spot like I was supposed to. No issues. So let's take that W and go home and take a break. Get something cold to drink and just relax. All right, catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.